Na who stem this? Yes, this na tem for all salon people and them party them. SALONE Media will be bringing you a variety of programs ranging from documentaries to discussion, interviews, news, views, sports and entertainment. Our programs will contain matters on development, governance, the economy and issues that are of importance to Sierra Leone. So, no left no, because we plan for scatter baby program them like salon discussion, meet the ministers, the presidents are, and you glady program, look me, I look you. All this they start this month on ABC TV. Na who stem this?
Na SALONE TEM!
I'm far away from my home. Home, sweet home, sweet home. Oh, I'm far away from my home. I'm still thinking of you, home, sweet home. Yes, I'm far away from my home. Home, sweet home, sweet home. Oh, I'm far away from my home. I'm still thinking of you, home, sweet home.
Familiar places I used to go, familiar faces I used to know, beautiful beaches I used to play. Yes, I'm still thinking of you so long. Every day I'm
Far away from my home. Home, sweet home, sweet home. Yes, I'm far away from my home. I'm still thinking of you, home, sweet home.
Always by my side when it's on, you can make my escape. So proud of you, you'll never make my disgrace. Every time I pray, you hear my word. Cause you're the most I pray you get closer.
Oh man, this is the boy, the kid, Kao De Nero, you know, the king of Freetown and all that. Alias Bofkis, James Bond 007. I'm in the building, Freetown, Sierra Leone. What's up? Well, fortunately, you know, I'm one of the best rappers, you know what I mean, to come from this beautiful nation called Sierra Leone. You know, I do music, which is hip hop, you know, categorically. Definitely, I'm so proud to represent this country, and I'm doing well so far in music.
Always by my side when it's on, you can make my escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
As far as I can remember, you know what I mean, I've loved music. I have this love and passion for music, you know what I mean? Actually, interestingly, I started doing like listening to reggae music. People like the Buju Bantons, the Lucky Doobies, you know what I mean? Like the Terror Fabulous, Shakadimos and Pliers. That was my early influence. You know what I mean? Gradually, I started listening to rap music like early 92, 93. You know what I mean? People like Tupac Shakur, Nas, NWA, Snoop Dogg, and the rest. You know what I mean? The reality of it got me into hip hop.
Always by my side when it's on, you can make my escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
Well, in my earlier stages, you know what I mean, I was just imitating those rappers that I named. You know, I mean, they mime them and get talent shows them around. With me, the Gopa. I mean, they represent a group called World Up Society. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. We used to go to the talent shows, and we used to win a lot of talent shows, man. And back then, there was no forum, there was no sponsors, there was no record labels, you know? So we was doing it independently until I went to the States, and that's when I did my first album and things started growing gradually. It was not easy, as you said. Sierra Leone was mostly influenced by traditional music, which is very good, and a little bit of mixtures like reggae, calypso, gumbe music. I choose to do hip hop, and the youths kind of like what I do, and they can relate to it better.
Always by my side when it's on, you can make my escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
when I started, I would say I was like around 16, 17. You know what I mean? That's when I started like 95, 96. You know, that's when I started like performing, you know, doing like local shows. My first album came out in the year 2002, which was Stories from Freetown. You know, and actually Black Leo for life, you know, let me be exact.
By my side when it's on, you can make my escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
It was good, you know what I mean? I would say, because my dad, that's a responsible person. He was taking care of responsibilities. That's why, you know, I mean, praise be to God, I finished my secondary education at the St. Edward's. Like, I sat my GCO level exam in '97 and successfully had a Division II. You know what I mean, which was not bad at the time. I was supposed to go to the Forbay College and University. But fortunately for me, I have relatives in the United States who arranged for me to travel and, you know, join them over there. But things were not bad, you know what I mean? I grew up with my pops. Unfortunately, my mom's, shout out to my mother, she was not around, you know what I mean, due to domestic disputes. I grew up with a stepmom, and you know how that is, you know what I mean? And most of the stuff that I observe or I go through these days, I believe stem from that, you know what I mean? But shout out to my pops. You already know, this is not Africa. Speaking this small, they don't know what they can become. You know what I'm saying? But Kao De Nero is still here doing, going strong.
By my side when it's on, you can make my escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
Well, luckily for me, my dad loved music, you know, and in my household, music was playing all along. My papa me want to be a lawyer because I mean they talk too much, you know. When I possibly they argue, I've been very argumentative, talking about sports, talking about music, all angle, you know. I get facts, I always do research, I get magazine there with me while they go school. So everybody know me, so you know they bully me per argument. Maybe now that mentality they don't come by the music as well with beefs and all. You know, so my pops didn't have no problems with that at all, me doing music. You know, actually he felt like I took it from him, you know, because he loved music a lot. He used to listen to the Calypso, the Prince Nico and Barga, all those kind of guys.
By my side when it's on, you can make my escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
No doubt. Well, like, you know what I mean, in the States, when I got there, tell you the truth, my intention was never to blow up in America when I got to America, you know, because I was not focused about that. Like, when I left Sierra Leone, I had the vision that music, entertainment would blow up because I was in Guinea for some time. I saw how things was going, you know, how people over in Conakry cherish the Guinean artists, you know what I mean, how blossom they were becoming. So I knew that was going to transform to Sierra Leone because a lot of people were, like during the war, went to Gambia and Guinea and came back. So I knew that mentality was coming to Sierra Leone. So actually it was a blessing and a curse, me leaving. When I left, you know, my attention was just about Sierra Leone. I wanted to do an album. I want to send it back home. I want to do Creole hip hop. I want my people to relate to what I'm doing. So really, I was not focused about the United States. I was really, I felt like I had a role to play in the development of my country. You know, I have to be part of this. So that was my focus. And now I believe that's been accomplished. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about the United States or elsewhere now. You know what I mean? Maybe things will work out to where it will be possible for me to take it to that level.
By my side when it's on, you can make my escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
Well, the Sierra Leoneans that's in America, truthfully, 80% of their interest is work. 80%. Go to work, pay your bills, support your relatives in Africa. Music, maybe 5% of that. So you can understand, it's only the youths that can relate to music, the kind of music I do. You know, the older folks, that's the majority of them in the United States, of Sierra Leoneans. Them, they really just want to listen to something that will remind them of back home. You know what I mean? They see rap videos all day, like they just thinking about the, like the negative influence of hip hop. That's what they stuck on. So they don't even give hip hop even a second. You know, they don't listen to it. They rather listen to that guy that comes from Boo or McKinney, that comes to America. They would rather listen to you. The young guys that listen to hip hop, most of them think they're rappers. So can you imagine in that kind of atmosphere, everybody's a rapper, everybody's an artist, everybody want to do what you're doing. They think they can do it better than you, you know. just because they probably do a little job here and there. They pay their way to the studio, and now they're artists. So there's no fans. Nobody's ready to buy nobody's music. Everybody's a rapper. Everybody goes to shows and perform. So it's very crowded, you know. Shout out to everybody that's out there in the United States that's doing their thing. But this is a situation. So there's no room for the true talent to shine, you know. And it's big business, you know what I mean? Like I'm talking about the big America corporations, the record labels that sign people, there's connections and business. But the Sierra Leoneans, that's the ratio. The older people, they don't want to listen to rap. All they think about is work, pay my bills, pay my mortgage. Hip hop is not in their curriculum. But they would rather listen to the local, traditional artists because it reminds them of back home. The young ones, they think they're rappers. They think they're in the industry too. So they will not buy your music. They will not support you. They will listen to it and criticize or say whatever they want to say. You know what I mean? But they think like they're part of the industry.
Every day I'm
Far away from my home. Home, sweet home, sweet home. Yes, I'm far away from my home. I'm still thinking of you, home, sweet home.
Always by my side when it's on, you can make my escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
Yes, sir. Actually, fortunately for Kao De Nero, I have 5 albums, working on my 6th one. You know what I mean? My first album was Black Leo for Life. I had a hit record there called Tupac Smack. It was a famous single. You know, my second album was Stories from Freetown. Stories from Freetown is the album that have songs like Attire, Imona. I believe before all the social conscious songs started coming out, those records were the first records that really set the pace for Sierra Leoneans to start talking about sufferation, all this kind of stuff. And my third album was the King of Freetown album. That's the most controversial album with the title and everything. The King of Freetown, that's the album that have songs like Larry Dance, Gentry, Tricks, Letter to Papa. Fourth one is the double album. I had an album called Freetown's Most Wanted. You know what I mean? Freetown's Most Wanted, Volume 1, Volume 2. That's the album that have songs like Left Badat, you know, have songs like Supok Bane, which was in Timini, you know, and had songs like School Days. And I'm coming to the most recent album I dropped, which is The New Beginning. The New Beginning has songs like The Day with Emerson, Let It Show, Warrior, Salon Bobo. The list goes on, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, the biggest song up to date, which is Baby, you know, was in the compilation I dropped last December. You know, my first compilation presenting my artist that's down with Black Leo. So there we go. I'm working on the 6th one though, Victory.
Hey, this the man now we.
Kao De Nero,
This thing the man now we.
Big Joe,
This the man now we.
Black Leo, Imona.
Hey, this the man now we. This thing the man now we. This the man now we. Mona, still we gon' stand up. Mona, still we gon' try. Mona, still we gon'
me out,
stand up now. We alright.
Walking all day we drink all Molly. Lap now then get toasted on the collate. Freetown life 2 money, all 10 within a corner. Young boy with Garina, leg clapper and Marie. So Kia even make water, patami paddy. No trust, remember where my mind even go trust. So what's one old week, waka with no dross. Too much add up, make I even buck me hook pangalo. Thinking 2 money when you really did pan come up. Never forget, then thing I get nothing I will let. The saddest day, still in car for can't call death. Remember Rita Usman, the one way keep Usman. One way sack me for money, try for top of the loose one. Keep me hope and rap, now me Kao De on tap. Me group so star, we can drive any motor car. From Boda to Taxi, now I'm Maxi if you ask me.
Mona, still we gon' stand up. Mona, still we gon' try. Mona, still we gon' get up, stand up now. That's what we don't ride. Mona, still we gon' stand up. Mona, still we gon' try.
Yo, Kao De Nero, check it out, yo. Yo, I small but all me famble and poor. Eat boku popo because of no copper. Keep me faith to God. Now plenty they take me word all kinds of tea. From mama dear up to her four. Try day and day under the bed when me brother they beg. Until I don't make me girlfriend quell the other egg. No soap for broke. Sleep with no hope for cook. Suffer at this weekend wall while the Pope they look. Give me 3 blocks just for buy me Reebok. Black Leo they in control from Juba up to Kissy Dog. Relax and chill. Quick for grab the axe and kill. Axe the deal. The Nero in raps the real. Let bucket and lapa. Me and the mic bucket and water. Love you mama. Please don't forget you papa. For the blessing. Freetown life go teach you lessons. So interested. I'm more real life. No get no medicine.
Hey, this the man now we. This thing the man now we. This the man now we. Salon today. Man they waka they talk myself mama. Teen they changa every day. Work no day for them youths man. Are you feel say them go leave man?
Every day I'm
Far away from my home. Home, sweet home, sweet home. Yes, I'm far away from my home. I'm still thinking of you, home, sweet home.
Always by my side when it's on, you can make my escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
Well, like in the beginning stages of my career, you know, like Kwame just begin, really, I was like trying to continue. It was a continuation process. Like when I said Stories from Freetown, I based all my album titles around Freetown, King of Freetown, Freetown's Most Wanted. You know, that was that phase. And for me to get away from that, I had to bring something brand new. That's why I named my last album The New Beginning. This is meaning I'm done with the phase, the Freetown phase. You know, this is a new beginning for Kao De Nero. And like my album that I'm working on right now, it's called Victory. The meaning of that album, Victory, why me calling it Victory is because of what I've been through. You know, it's been like turbulence, you know, obstacles, all types of stuff whenever I come to my country, you know, like doing hip hop. I'm talking about detaining Kao De Nero at the police station with all kinds of false allegations, scandals, you know, people that just look at me like a threat, you know what I mean? You understand, like you have some people that look at me like whenever I come around, I expose them because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing musically for the people, you know? And when Kao De Nero brings his music out, it's war for them. They can't keep up to that standard. So Kao De Nero is making it hard for them to compete. So the best way to do it, let's stop this guy from coming here. Let's just blackmail him. So it was hard for Kao De Nero, you know what I mean? That's why I'm calling the next album Victory, because hip hop is all over the country. Most people felt like I could not do it. Felt like hip hop will never be the household music in Sierra Leone, you know what I mean? But right now, 90% of the youth, all they listen to is hip hop music. Now you have all the rappers that can jump up and be like, yo, we doing hip hop too. 3 years ago, you not be fit to come in and do hip hop and have a smile and face from a DJ or from people on the streets. Courtesy of Kao De Nero, your boy. You know what I mean? I made it possible. You know what I mean? I'm not taking all the props. Shout out to Yoke 7. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the DJs that supported the cause. Mr. B. You know what I mean? There's a lot of soldiers, but I carried the cross for hip hop. You know, I went through a lot of stuff. That's why when you have all these young rappers coming up, you know what I mean, and they want to make Kao De Nero the center of attraction for them to get to stardom, for them famous, only people that know them, I did laugh at that, you know what I mean? Because I believe myself, I believe, say, any rapper born from Sierra Leone, we want to challenge Kao De Nero lyrically. I can diminish you in a second if I want to. You know what I mean? I know they see nobody way lyrically then I'm a level, you feel me? And for the most part, I try for keep on real. I know they kind of tell nobody say a gentry, or mean a gangster, or I'm for bring gang business, like I wear red all the time or blue. I know they promote none of that kind of stuff there. I mean, I'm in music, good music, and I want to represent the people who they suffer, the youths who they come up, you know what I mean? Entertain them, let them feel good. But behind the scenes, you get people them we just not let Kao De Nero, they push them kind of artists and they say, okay, we don't get no way for down Kao De Nero. No offense, small bubble, they come up, they fit him, they tickle him. So, you know, maybe this go replace him. It's not going down like that. It take me years for that build up come to this level and it will just destroy him by one day.
Always by my side when it's on, you can make my escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
No, really, I keep my music out always, you know what I mean? Now I make I do song like Die I Open, you know, we in the anthem in the streets right now. You know, me, I always believe in music, the words, the power of the words. You know, people ain't saying that for people, not for somebody I do that song. They know that song is a general song. You understand me? But you get certain people we always Kao De Nero come. If you not call them or you not go say yes, but I don't come, then they feel offended. You know what I mean? Kao De Nero is a big man for himself. You know what I mean? I pay my own bills. You know, I have a family. I have a fiance and a daughter. You know, I'm not under nobody. You know what I mean? I manage myself independently, get me own artists, the way they bring up. So I don't see I'm say, if I don't can say hi to you, where you feel say that you control Salone music industry. You know what I mean? Shout out to you if you do good works. You know what I mean? But then just left me suffer. You know, want me to say hi? Hey, I'm here for business. I handle my own business on my own. Handle your own business on your own. You know what I mean? And not they really bother me because at the end of the day, the truth, they always come out. Whatever you do for scandal, Kao De Nero in a day, the news go fly all around the country, but the truth at the end of the day go come out. I was laughing when everything was going on. I was smiling when everybody was calling me like, Kao Sam, yo, what's happening at stadium? Yo, what's going on? I was laughing at that. Because you know what make Kao De Nero big? At the end of the day, it's the music. So let the attention come back to the music. Well, you know, I will continue for make me own classic hip-hop music them, you know. Continue for make that real music where Salone man go feel, Nigerian man go feel. Not promoting fakeness, you know what I mean? Because the fakeness, not 2 days it go last for. It go wear out. People ain't go see through you say you fake, you know what I mean? It's like me young boy Roy say, you can buy cars, you can buy clothes, you can show off, but you know they buy respect. Respect not something you earn. You they work for them. People and see your sufferation, your frustration, the pain, the struggle. Then we then don't then give respect. You know, now I ain't give Kao De Nero the respect we earn, we get right now, you earn them. So it's like I'll continue for make good hip hop music. Definitely continue for represent my country, because nobody no go Jimmy B me. You know what I mean? That's the new saying. Like waiting and do Jimmy B to say give up for make music. Now just they do movies. It's not gonna be Kao De Nero's story. You know me, I'll continue for do music. I'll continue for represent Salone. You know what I mean? I they look forward for do other ventures them like me Leo Ware. You know, continue with them projects and they hopefully get into movies one day. You know, to say you get Black Leo films. It's like the bunch, the group, we always the dread good thing at Salone. They're not able this boy. You feel me? Definitely. Well, right now, I don't want to elaborate too much on who that them I work on collaborating with. You know what I mean? But as far as this moment where I don't work on the album, you know, it's solely Kao De Nero. You know what I mean? Like, now I make the album take this long for do. Because the fans them they yearn for like I want for you and so artists, even though I know I'm based my career on that, you know what I mean? Because that doesn't make you or break you. I know only people in base I'm on, oh, Kao, you need to do a song with Busta Rhymes. For long we don't say you don't big. You know what I mean? It's like I know only the idea or the perception be that way. But I work towards that, you know, hopefully before December, you know, surprise them within the album. You know what I mean? Let people then look forward to the Victory album. It's like they work 24/7. They try to make them connections and they make them lay happen, you know? But it's not easy, you know, especially coming from a country like Sierra Leone, where you there America, no matter how say you get people in now they watch you with different eyes, where they try for block you in their own ways, where they fight for destroy your progress and your success one. You feel me? Well, I feel like say, you know what I mean, you get talented artists in our salon, or Sierra Leonean artists all over the world, we get talent, you know. It's like the problem is there's no structure in place. You know, everybody to do your own thing. Like, and for the artists that we didn't have, then it gets more difficult because they don't get like the mechanism them, you know, way for able to produce good videos them. Shout out to the people who they try for shoot good videos, Bulls and others, you know what I mean? It's like then they go all out, they try for fight the, you know, to bring up that kind of quality Nigerian videos and possess, you know, but you know, say involve money. So it therefore take one or two big dons them, we really get for come and say, okay, I will buy equipment them for shoot top class videos, can bring it at Salone, you know what I mean? And invest in the salon artist them. They then say they look good, you know, but that didn't happen it. So until then, because that in Nigeria do, you know, Nigeria you get 1 or 2 guys them within a UK, within America, we just be like, I want my country for look good. Where they're sitting a Nigerian artist, I want to look the best, you know, by video. Let video look like any video they play in a BET in America. So you invest in their equipment and they bring on a Nigeria, and that's why they call it Nigerian videos. But and happen it until then we all go just the script we eat, you know, the fet for Duam, or we for one go to Nigerians for able to do that kind of quality video there. You know what I mean? And I feel like say, but could the way they hold the music industry back. You know, you get certain artists them, we really I feel say talent wise and all day, you know, so they want to get power somehow, some way for control the other artists them. You know what I mean? It's like you get to understand what they bring. They bring boku hold all the artists that we good behind. If me, you know, get good relationship, you know, perform party show, you know, all them things and they discourage and they bring negative impacts at the industry. You know what I mean? It's like censorship. Like, you know, I read person when they talk say, oh, Kao De Nero, you know, if not they made them kind of music here, you know, we'll go block now, and I know we'll continue for make music na salon again. This industry is not run by one person. It will never be run by one person. I'm a Sierra Leonean, just as you are a Sierra Leonean. You know what I mean? You don't get no power, no right for try to stop me music. My fans, they don't allow that safe. You don't get that power, they so quit that. You know, all that fake bogus on the radio say, you go block out in any music or anybody. I have the freedom for express myself as long as I not threaten nobody in life. You know what I mean? And all that fake censorship, it slow the power of the music. Everybody can testify the kind of excitement I can bring whenever I can at salon. It's like the music industry, they grab up like, so then for just they encourage me for come more. You know what I'm saying? Instead of a block me, because now they say, Kawi, you know, they everything cool down. As you cancel, all thing wake up. So yeah, if not smart, really bring Kao De Nero more. So liveliness and excitement within the industry, all the artists then go grow, you know what I mean? It's like we get the potential for able to take over the whole of Africa, but we get Bokutino for clean within ourselves. Nigerian artists and they compete. Two-Face they compete with P-Square. You know what I mean? P-Square they compete with the badge. You know what I mean? But really, it's a healthy competition. Feel me? If that kind of mentality they among we all, say this is just entertainment. At the end of the day, you get for go back home, you get for grow, you get your passionate life for live, you know, so you know one for can't get about scene, just forget 1 or 2 attention. You know what I mean? Like you look like saying you're on top. You go and sing, they go and do things that we know really make no sense. At the end of the day, you destroy yourself while you think you destroy the next man. Now in the Hamburg football and salon, you know. Good footballers and the women get the potential. But the next man we just want for play that wing, they no more pass 1 or 2 ways them, block that man. We now really God ordained for like take on to the next level, make salon proud, in your own side block. The whole team well for we all, you know. So we have to stop there and then kind of moves and they.
By my side when it's on, you can make my escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
Wow. I owe everything to them. Shout out to all the Black Leo fans, man. The Kao De Nero fans. Actually, not because of the fans, now I make how they continue for do this, you know what I mean? Because if I don't get the kind of fan base where I get, it doesn't matter what they do. All the stuff where people do the scandal, the tarnish name, is for let them make the fans and say, we'll not let Kao De Nero again. We don't want to, this guy, I don't like against him. But God bless me with the kind of fans that we are there. I know they always did down with Black Leo for life. I don't get a fan tell me straight up, say, Kao, me a Black Leo fan today till we die safe. If I die, I'm gonna the same bearing, go on hip hop did me a Black Leo fan. I'm like, wow, that's so deep, you know, that the kind of fans then what I get. So praise be to God for that. Shout out to all the Black Leo, Kao De Nero fans them. You know, really not the only people that I trust and why they do this for. Because all the other people them are just fakeness. You get people that we go say then they will you know your squad, you know, but we real problem come and go hide like puss. Because they don't want to look like say they set up and beef business, one controlling image. Where maybe the problem self now from them it starts. You know, you just try to defend them like now all in at the same squad. You feel me? So you get all them fake people in there around. But like I do this for the fans, I represent for the fans, and I'll continue for doing for the fans.
By my side when it's on, you can make my escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
Well, it was only until recently That's when I started generating some money from music. In the beginning process, it was just sacrifice. You know, spend your money, go to studio, you know, which I have no problem with doing. This is the passion I have, you know. Until recently, after the New Beginning album, that's when I did in America, and then they buy me tickets for Canada Salone. You know, they buy me ticket for go Germany, go Canada, do shows. You know, then I begin generate the income. You know what I mean? But like, still like small scale compared to the big picture. You know, me, like, I not put the income side before. You know, I believe say go come along. You know what I mean? Because when you begin to think that way, now they take away from the creativeness, you know, the creativity. It's like we just concentrate on them. And they can't pull this album. How much shows they are going to do this December? Or how much, you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. Now, the energy supposed for go para the studio work, making the music, to side the fans are going to be satisfied. It will just base. And then they make and break Boku artists them. Where you see them out like do themselves. So side they want to do show every second, they want to do album every minute. You know what I mean? People get fed up with them too early. You know, Kao De Nero don't want to be that same line there. You know, I want to be the guy where, you know, I don't force myself, I can pull an album like Steady Bongo they do. You feel me? Shout out to Steady Bongo. You know what I mean? I want to be that guy the way like Jay-Z 40 something, he's still the rap, he put in an album then successfully. I want to be that kind of guy there. So. And for you able to achieve that, yes, you get to be wise, business wise. You get to try for make moves them we're going to sustain you in the future financially, but not put down it too much before, because you go out and run the talent. You feel me?
man escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
I feel like say very important for be patriotic, you know, as a Sierra Leonean, because we see the Nigerians, we see all the fellow Africans them out and they fly them flag up, you know what I mean? Like a special day. Unfortunately, the past, now the day where everybody can reminisce about the country, how far we don't go economically, beaucoup people can grumble on Independence Day before, but this Independence Day, you know, and unfortunately for the rain, we found a different way for celebrating, which was good, you know, for bring we all together, you know, because at least certain good things then they happen, small, you know. Now they enjoy electricity, you know, I mean, certain moves then the women they see where they be like say, okay, we kind of going at the right way, you know, we're in at the right path. It's very important for every Sierra Leonean man for celebrate your Independence Day, because like the small picking and see that kind of move day, then say they begin be proud of being a Sierra Leonean, you know. Now one two women lack before. You know what I mean? None of we know me really the flag with country and flag. You know what I mean? We rather the next man in own. We admire the foreigner always. Which is a mentality we I feel say they affect we big time. You know, SALONE would rather promote or help a foreigner than a fellow Sierra Leonean. Trust me, you can take 10 Ghanaian and put in a one room. Give them a month, you know, where no confusion, everybody gets along, everybody's good. You take 10 civilians, put them in one room, you know what I mean? It's trouble, it's disaster. You know what I mean? Everybody go act, smile to each other. By the end of the day, backstab, they go on, fighting, they go on. It's not good for the development of a country. Spiritually, economically, and all good, you know what I mean? It's like we need to change their ways then they and really put the country up for us. Any other possibilities in Sierra Leone, help for make it better, you know what I mean? Because it will trickle down to we all, somehow, some way.
Always by my side when it's on, you can make man escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
I would love to be here because I always love to be in Sierra Leone, you know. It doesn't matter what's our day. I always like to come home and, you know, contribute in my own small way in any form where I can able contribute to the development of my country. So if possible, yeah, you know what I mean? I would love to be here. I would love to partake in any kind of thing. It's just going to be professionally done, you know, so I don't go repeat for the in any kind of situation where people then put me at the National Stadium, you know what I mean? Moving forward, I have to make certain amends them. You know, if people then reach their requirement and then it's a go. If when I feel say Kao De Nero really need to be part of this, when I go reach the requirement and but if you feel otherwise, you feel say there's other options then way better than Kao De Nero, I'm cool, I'm comfortable being in Atlanta, you know what I mean? As much as I be in a salon. So it's all good with me.
Always by my side when it's on, you can make man escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
Well, it's a good question you ask, because the thing is, London, I don't ever get approached. I get a few like advanced, you know, people that will come to me, try to bring me there, but it never materialize, you know, for one reason or the other. You know what I mean? It's like I still look forward to anybody, you know what I mean? We're interested. Like I say, the Sierra Leoneans overseas, they're not the hip-hop people. You know what I mean? They never was listening to hip-hop when they was in Sierra Leone. So they will not listen to it now when they're over there. You know what I mean? They're more trying to listen to what's back home. You know what I mean? Within they remind them of McKinney, of Bo, or with them and they go so and so, you know? They not then kind of music they want. So when I mean own disadvantage than the hip hop, now we are the underdogs, you know what I mean? It was here in Sierra Leone, but because of me consistency coming here, people they see me, I they do music, I they continue for drop hit records, you know, so that it helped me resume. But yonder, the attention of the dates. I'm still looking for the opportunity, man. London, holla at your boy. Make it happen. If not, I'm still comfortable with it how they do, you know what I mean?
Always by my side when it's on, you can make man escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
Wow, my most inspired moment. I will say, to keep it real, since I do hip hop, I would say when I saw the picture or the footage of Jay-Z and Nas together, you know, like musically, that inspired me in a good light. Because, you know, my own mentality was what happened to Biggie and Tupac. You know what I mean? Both talented brothers, you know, that represent, which they represent now, when I hip hop music, you know, then die, you know, unfortunately. So that made me left some kind of cloud around the culture of hip hop music. So it's everybody facing a gangsters them, all my one killing himself, you know, one killing company. But Jay-Z and Nas, then battle lyrically, you know, at the end of the day, they look themselves like big man them, then come to one and bind and move forward. You know, that is like a big inspiration to me, you know what I mean? It's like, it should the world say we're not all hooligans and thugs. You know what I mean? I never said I was a thug, I'm a gangster. You know, I'm not just a person where, you know, I don't like no advantage, you feel me? I go speak out if I feel like I'm taken for a ride. You know what I mean? And I just stand for what I believe in. You know, I'm not trying to be Tupac. There's nobody that's going to be Tupac. It doesn't matter whether I don't go America 4, say you don't go America 1996. It's not about that. It's about where you at right now. You feel me? So Kao De Nero is comfortable with himself. You know, so I don't get for pretend say me not so and so gangster. You know, like now I can tell you, say the incident will inspire me a lot is the Nas and Jay-Z coming together. You know what I mean? That shows that we bigger, you know what I mean, than beefing with each other, you know what I mean? Or put out a beef song just so you will get noticed. At the end of the day, it's about longevity. You know what I mean? Can you really create some attention and buzz based on your own music? You know what I mean? Can you do it again, over and over? I've proven I can do it again, over and over. I dropped Imona, people thought I'm not gonna make song like Imona again. I dropped Left by That, people thought, okay, now Lucky again. I dropped Let It Show, Salon Bobo, then I dropped Baby. The list goes on. Now I got Favorite Girl, you know, and I'm gonna keep doing that, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's what I base myself on. Until you drop 3 or 4 albums, maybe then you can begin talking me language. But for now, you really just the hollering up, you know what I mean? Like, you call for attention. Until a rapper begin talking in language and they're dropping hits after hits, hits after hits. Until then, for now, you're still in a Fahim Roy then level. You're not going to Kao De Nero the beef with no up and coming artists. I'm not stupid, you feel me?
I'm still thinking of you, home, sweet home.
Always by my side when it's on, you can make my escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
Wow. A man like Bob Marley, man, I can say, no matter what they did on the internet, YouTube, I they listen to interviews them all day. You know what I mean? Just to try to gain knowledge from them. You know, because now being a wise person, you know, now a legend, you know what I mean? It's just sad that we people that say Bob Marley, majority of the world, all they think about is jamba or cannabis, which is not like, it was probably 10% of the man. You know, 90% of Bob Marley was righteousness. You know, thinking about God, the creator, you know what I mean? Black unity, you know, repatriation, all the blacks then overseas for come back to Africa, you know, because of the motherland, it's not only the man they preach, you feel me? So that aspect that have been just small part of you know what I mean? It's just unfortunate that that's the publicity Bob Marley they get. But that being a great man, he still is a great man. You know, the man don't go, today the whole world, they celebrate the day we died. You know what I mean? It was an unfortunate incident which happened to him with his health. You know what I mean? May God bless his soul wherever he is right now. I believe he did with God because that be a righteous man. You know what I mean? A man we nobody think about himself from your own understanding. You know, a man we also women gets na one who kabudu did it. You know, they pull money for feed people them. You know, women they tour, you know, get personal bank accounts, everything may they go back to the poor. You know what I mean? Like it promote righteousness. And a message me just kind of controversial. I believe some people let me they say Rastafarism, which they talk about call Alias, Selassie as Jesus Christ. So people let me catch the message that in the worst thing what I believe say bring in demise. Now we begin go America like it begin tell the black Americans then say they for come back home, sort of with Marcus Garvey and they say, you know, white people are not like for either, and you feel me? Because you get to understand black people we are a stronger race. It's like we're strong, you know. It's just that maybe we forefathers that do something to God, we may not know we bring the curse on we. But we are a strong nation, like strong race. So people then begin get scared. If Kao De Nero grab to this and begin say, yo, black power, when I come back home, you know, we'll all unite. Then they feel like so one can together for crush them. So they say, okay, let this man go wait first. You feel me? Now that kind of thing that happened to Bob. But may God bless him. In Pekin and still they do well. You know what I mean? The Marley family, like a legend, man. I they listen to his music, listen to his interviews them. And like the man who I they look up to. You know, I hope God will give me that inspiration day for able to touch people and like I touch the world.
Always by my side when it's on, you can make my escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
Most definitely, man. I just want to tell all the people out there, man. You know, don't support the fake, support the real. You know what I mean? The person with real inside, you know. When they can't lie by you, give one block to the enable you and tomorrow. That's fakeness, you feel me? Kao De Nero, they put up a front. You know what I'm saying? When you see me, what you see is what it is, you know? It is what it is. So support the real, man. Definitely I'm going to be here. Watch out for the Victory album. Shout out to all the Black Leo fan clubs all over the country. You know what I'm saying? I represent for Una. I will continue to represent from Una. Actually, now because of Una I don't do no response track to any bull crap music we come against me. Now when I say Kao De Nero, don't put yourself that low, man. We already know say you are better, so don't even waste your time. That's why you know hearing from me. So if you did doubt, why don't you hear Kao respond? That's the reason why, because majority of Kao De Nero fan base say no. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to all. Shout out to all the people who support Kao to the fullest. Who support Salone music. I do to now. One love. Thanks for having me, man.
Always by my side when it's on, you can make my escape. So proud of you, you'll never make.
Be the president, you be my first.
I love you, girl. I love you, girl.
Kao De Nero. But so we getting dirty while you righteous and you holy. You make the Sunday bright. You never wrong, you right. Just a single bread, Papa God become in life. Some call you Allah, but to some Christ, the Son of the Father. We pay the only price. No matter what, me refer to you as the Almighty. Anytime I ask me head, you all I see.
Through all the pain and struggle, sufferness and trouble, always by my side when it's on you can make.
Every day I'm
Far away from my home. Home, sweet home, sweet home. Yes, I'm far away from my home. I'm still